NBA handicaps around the association after a full night off for everybody in the NBA, following an NBA Cup championship for the Milwaukee Bucks on Tuesday night in Las Vegas. Back to regularly scheduled regular season action here around the NBA. DRS, so much conversation in the association right now, not about the actual games or the sport, but television ratings. How do you fix the NBA? Where is LeBron? What do we make of this season so far for the association, where if you're not the biggest NBA fan from the jump, you really start to tune in just a little bit more with Christmas less than a week away?
Yeah, exactly. It used to be like, hey, Christmas is the start of the NBA season. Now the NFL goes like, no, you got to push that back till well after the new year, because Christmas now is our day in the NFL. It's just a tough look, and it's no surprise that ratings are down because the NBA did it to himself. But I say it all, sometimes you could just see a sport that's careening off the pass, like there's no stopping it. It's just going to be a bad product. The NBA has so many simple ways that they can fix their game, which just would include the owner saying, hey, guys, you're multi-billionaires already. Don't rent out your arena every single night of the year. Let's not have back-to-backs. Let's shorten the season a little bit more. Let's start it a little bit later in the year. Problem solved. Superstars play. People love superstars. People like to bet superstars. We don't want to know up until game time whether or not a star is going to play in a game and be surprised when he doesn't play, because that turns people off. Going, hey, big game next week between the Golden State Warriors and the Chicago Bulls or whatever. And like, oh, well, Steph's going to sit this one out. Draymond's out. And no Zach LaVine on the other side. Like, nobody wants to watch that. We want to watch great players. Same thing, Ben, when you come up on week 18 in professional football, right? Week 18, half the teams aren't playing for anything. Half the teams want to get a better draft pick. It's horrible football outside of 2 games. It never should be like that. It feels like every night in the NBA is every game is horrible outside of 1 or 2 games.
So for you, it's not the volume of threes being shot on a nightly basis.
Not at all.
It's the
Love
players
threes.
that might be out there.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's actually a really good take. Well done, right side. Well done. 13 games tonight, maybe to bring that interest back into the NBA. And we can always find some winning wagers with your 2 premier NBA handicappers here on the Spiz Grizz Network. Let's go to a great marquee matchup tonight in the Twin Cities in the return of a cat. Of course, Julius Randle against his former team as well. But Karl Anthony Towns heads back to Minneapolis to take on his former club for the first time in the T-Wolves. I believe it's the first time. Friezo, please confirm. Minnesota, 2.5-point home favorite against the New York Knicks. It is, in fact, Cat's first matchup against the Knicks. Total stands at 215. Short spread, DRS, in favor of the Timberwolves. What do you make of it?
Yeah, take a look at the line, too. 212.5 was the opening number here in New Jersey. FanDuel is the total. That now bumps up to 215 at most outlets out here. The number opened up at -1.5 as a favorite from the Timberwolves, now up to 2.5, and I agree with that as well. A couple nights off in the NBA, because what are we usually worried about in the association, as we say? Star players sitting out. Nobody's going to stay out in this game. You had a couple days off, which included maybe some of these guys got away from basketball, rested their legs. So I'm going to lean on the over now, which is elevated, as we told you, from 212.5 to 215. I think it goes over, and I'll take the home team here in the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I'll lay the 2.5. But a stronger play for me, probably between the side and the total, it's probably the over in the game. You should be rested. Everybody's on deck, and away you go.
DRS, when you look at the New York Knicks and the Minnesota Timberwolves, you would automatically think, well, defense, that's Thibs basketball, and Minnesota, most efficient defense around the NBA a year ago. I'm not entirely sure, and I would agree with you. Just the third game for the Knickerbockers as an underdog this year. New York has the third best record in the Eastern Conference, 16-10 straight up. Minnesota was slow to start. They've been playing better as of late, 14-11 for a team that played in the Western Conference Finals a season ago. But as a favorite, Donnie, in those 25 games, 23 times, pretty much the entirety of their year, the Timberwolves have not been a great cover team, just 10-13 against the spread. There was a couple of years within the Western Conference where the young upstart Memphis Grizzlies and a team that perennially won the West, the Golden State Warriors, had a little bit of a budding rivalry going. Maybe not so much anymore, but they do play tonight in Memphis with the Grizz as a 2.5-point home favorite. Total 236.5 and on its way up. What's the play in the Grind City?
Yeah, usually I lean towards the home team in these spots, but we do have a high total, which means we're expected points. Look at the starting lineup here. Maybe some changes for the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry, Dennis Schroeder, how about that? Coming over now as another point guard / shooting guard here for the Warriors. You take a look at Wiggins, Kuminga, and Looney in the starting lineup. Off the bench, Buddy Hield, you know you like him. But how about Draymond Green expected to come off the bench tonight? How about this, BSS? Give me the +2.5 with the Golden State Warriors and a deeper Golden State Warriors, even though John Morant, Desmond Bane, both healthy and back for Memphis down in the grindhouse tonight. I'll take the Warriors.
Yeah, love the look, DRS. Golden State this year, not an underdog all that often, actually double-digit times. 8-3 against the spread for the Dubs as a dog this year. They have been great. Love Buddy Hield tonight, -125 to bury 3 triples. He has done that in 3 consecutive games, and the total 236.5. We expect some offense. The Dallas Mavericks, last year's Western Conference champs, also off to a slow start, but playing a lot better basketball as of late. 4.5-point favorite against the Clippers at home tonight in Big D. Total 223 and a hook. Clippers, Mavs, what do we like?
Yeah, taking a look there. James Harden, Chris Dunn, Norm Powell, Derek Jones Jr., and Ivica Zubac. You know where I'm going in this game. Forget about the side. Forget about the total. You know my guy. It's Norm Powell. Do you know the last time he played? December 16th, Ben? 7 triples he attempted, splashed 5 of those down. Norm Powell, 3-point shots to the over. Always one of my favorite plays. That's my guy. I feel like I backed Norm Powell more than any other player in the NBA in 3-point props this season. Love my guy.
The Mavericks got off to a 5-7 start. They have won 12 of their last 14, and they have covered in all 11 of those 12 victories. But I like where you're looking at your guy, Norm Powell. Truly Donnie's guy. TEL always needs a guy. If I can hop on the Norman Powell bandwagon with you, DRS, I would love to be there. Let's go to Orlando. The Magic playing host quickly to the Oklahoma City Thunder. 6.5-point spread in favor of OKC. Can they bounce back from a bad performance in Las Vegas in the NBA Cup?
Yeah, you go from Vegas to Orlando here, and I think they're also going to be coming up on some back-to-backs here, but that line opened up at -4 towards Oklahoma City, now up to 6.5. I'm going to go against that here. I'll take the new number at 6.5 with the hometown Magic squad here, and off of that Thunder, we didn't play all that well, scored 81 points. They'll have a better effort. I don't know if they get the cover, though. Give me the Magic.
212.5 is that total.